Today we will be talking about new product planning and development. One of the new products that has come out recently in 2021 in the United States is these new Coca-Cola with coffee canned beverages. And they've come out in these three different flavors. You may have tried them, but this is an example of a new product that Coca-Cola has introduced that is really different from a lot of the products that they've had in the past. It's especially different from the sodas that they've done because it's a very different flavor. But let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to talk about new product development throughout these next few slides. So why do many products fail? We have over 30,000 new products that are introduced every year, and 95% of them fail. And we can even look at that further and say that the failure rate of grocery products is 70 to 80%. So I have a few examples here. Some of us from whenever we were kids maybe or may remember the Easy Squirt ketchup from Heinz. Yeah, that was a new product bust. They thought that it would really be attractive to kids, and obviously, whenever we think of like how cereal, they're able to have different cereals that attract kids. Well, of course, Heinz wanted to see, okay, well, maybe we can make a ketchup that attracts kids, and their parents will purchase it. Didn't work out for them. We also had a Lifesaver soda. That's went by the wayside. We're all pretty much familiar with the Lifesavers hard candy or even the chewables. Well, they tried their hands at making a soda, didn't work out. Coca-Cola, there's a great video that's available within the video section of this module that talks about the new Coke and how its product failed. And then we have Cheetos. They came out with a lip balm, and obviously that probably wouldn't be that great. So that didn't last that long either. So we can think of other products that have also failed. I just used a lot of grocery products, but we can think of technology products that are out there that really just failed by the wayside, and we don't have those products anymore. So why do products fail? These are some other additional products that have come out. Keurig Cold, it wasn't a big success. This watermelon Oreo, and then the Facebook phone. Obviously, I've never seen anybody with a Facebook phone, but we could also think of even like the Amazon Fire phone. A lot of people didn't ever get on to that bandwagon. So many products fail, and the reason why is they lack marketing research. Marketing research, as we've talked about from our previous presentations, is really key to the success of businesses, products, services, pretty much the key to success in general for a firm, because it helps you understand what your customers need and want. One of the other things is that when companies start introducing new products, sometimes this may be that they're trying to diversify into different product lines. So like, for example, Cheetos, they were successful with chips. So why wouldn't they be successful with lip balms? Well, maybe they could have thought of a product that is closer to their chips that may have been a bigger hit. Obviously, at times we have to understand that every offering that we provide should provide some type of value to the customer. So whatever value proposition that a company comes out with, it may be very unclear to the customer of what value the new product has compared to competitors. So you have to have some clear value proposition if you're trying to enter into a new market. Also, we sometimes have faulty estimates of what we think the cost of developing that product will be. And cost, this can happen lots and lots of times. Obviously, we can plan all we want, but sometimes our costs exceed our budget. And you're going to see in the PlayStation 3 case study is that the cost for the PlayStation 3 far exceeded their budget. And Sony has a really bad habit of doing this with their other products as well. So you'll be able to see a great example of faulty estimates with the Sony PlayStation 3 and just even the Sony in general. We also have these general new product development strategies that are pretty important. These come from chapter 1, and I had mentioned that we would go into these in a little bit more detail in the new product development chapter. So with this, we have our market penetration, product development, market development, and diversification strategies. Each of these, we can develop products based off of these different types of strategies. So if we're using a market penetration approach, we're just focusing on our present products. Product development, we're going to develop new products to replace our old ones. Market development, we're finding new customers for our existing products. And for diversification, we're creating new products to hopefully cultivate new customers. So with this, we also have specific NPD strategies. So those are very general in the sense that what type of products we're going to be developing. However, new product development strategies, we may have some very specific ones. With this, they could be new to the world products, and these are products that they create a whole new market, or even they're a service, inventions that create a whole new market. You might be able to think of some examples, but one that I think of is the iPod. Obviously, the iPod wasn't the first MP3 player that was out there, but the iPod revolutionized the music industry for changing from like the old CD players, cassette players, to digital music that we know of today. White Claw also was an invention that created a whole new market. While they weren't the first hard seltzer that was available on the market, they're the ones who really made that market to what it is today. They had the market take off because of their introduction. Most of us are familiar with that product. We also have new category entries. So these are new to the firm, but not really new to the world. So along the hard seltzer line, we could think of Bud Light Seltzer. We've also have Topo Chico hard seltzer and many other hard seltzers that have come out on the market since White Claw created the whole new market that is really popular among consumers. We also can have additions to existing product lines, and I had mentioned this in the brand equity strategy presentation that we can extend our existing product lines. And this may be where you have, like for example, in the laundry detergent, you have very different scents of laundry detergent, and then also you have very different uses for these different ones. However, they're all Tide laundry detergent. We can also have improvements or revisions to our existing products. So this is making our current products better. The thing that I always think of with this is like a lot of products that they claim now with more real fruit, now with more, like you get 20% more in the bottle. There's a lot of these claims that you can see on the bottles. Like for instance, I always think of this like with cleaners. That they put on their 18% more or 15% more product for the same price, where how would they know that you're tracking that price over that long of a time? They don't, right? They're just trying to entice you by putting that slogan on the bottle slogan there. So we could also have some repositioning. So this is retargeting your brand, trying to revive that product, and that goes with the business life cycle. Whenever you're repositioning the product or the brand, you're really more in the decline stage, so you're trying to revitalize that product. And so this can happen in a variety of ways, where like we've had some brand revitalization like Burger King recently, but they also do this with other products, like specifically products as well. Whenever they do this, they're trying to revive it, typically through their pricing, their packaging, or the promotional efforts that they're doing. So Progressive used to have a very different type of commercial. Now they tried to revive the progressive products using the flow commercial. And then also we might have cost reduction, and with this you're providing your existing products with a lower cost product, but still maintaining that same performance. This is typically where you're able to reduce your cost is through the production. So you may be able to find a cheaper manufacturer, you may be able to start manufacturing in-house, or even you may be able to get a cheaper design for that product over time through research and development efforts. So with the new product development process, there are some tactical issues that should be considered. Idea generation, there's a great video in this learning module that talks about idea generation. We also have to consider idea screening because not all ideas are good ideas, right? We have to be mindful that, okay, some ideas are better fit for our firm than others. So we have to filter out some of these ideas, and we have to consider how it fits with our product market strategy, its potential profitability, and sometimes we may have to enter into a joint venture with another company to be able to have the expertise necessary to develop a particular product. We also have to consider the project planning. Oftentimes the planning may come from the middle manager area and make that proposal to top management so that they can get approval. We also have the actual development of the product. So that is everything from A to B, from the first prototype to the end product that gets out to the customer. And we have test marketing to commercialization. So test marketing is really important. There's a great video on this in the learning module. That's pretty well it for new product development. If you have questions, I encourage you to email me at kt.manus@ttu.edu. Thanks.